Alright, I'm going to try to do a little walkthrough here as it's just starting to sprinkle on me, so I'll see how far I get. So I have just successfully gotten the Grady eManage box to communicate with my computer, and I've uploaded my first little tune into it, and it appears to be working. Gotta stick that little front plate back on. I was just making sure I had everything right. It's just the extra injection map, that's it. So that's the only thing I'm really running on this so far. Let's see. I'll just fire it up just so you can hear it, basically. And this wideband has a bit of an issue. Well, at the moment, it's working. But you see that third digit's a little bit off, and then within a few seconds, there it goes. That's where it spends most of its time, is right there at 3 lines. So, a good friend of mine actually sent this thing over to me. He felt really bad. He just ordered me another one, so major shout out to him. He's awesome. But anyway, you know, the thing seems to be working. Let's just take another little brief peek under the hood. A little bit of a slower, lopier idle once it warms up. It's already warmed up. Alright. This new power steering pump's much quieter. As you can see, I've still got some a little bit of cleanup work to do with this wiring. I kind of had to dig into it again to set up the whole system. I took this wrap back off. I threw that header wrap all over it just because I had it, but first it popped off this clamp, then it popped off that clamp, and I just took all this off so I could retighten it. One thing I still want to look out for is some better clamps. Let me show you something that might alarm the fuck out of some of you. Yeah, that's holding my fuel lines on. I couldn't find any other clamps that quite fit in there. I even filed a little bit of the plastic away from right in there. They are currently on there pretty damn sturdy, and I have this zip tie tightening tool, so they're tight. They're really on there, but at the same time, I don't want to, like, you know, go screwing with it too much, and I'm not taking it very far until I can find some sort of better all-metal clamps that'll give me some better peace of mind. But so far so good on the auxiliary injection. You know, kind of did it as cheaply as possible, but it's working well. So this line is a really long brake line. It runs all the way back to a T that I put in the rubber fuel line right after the fuel filter. So the internal regulator inside there handles all that just fine. This lid stayed on. Since I started tuning it, I've gotten up to 9 pounds of boost. It does start breaking up a little over 8. I need to try adding just a little bit more fuel enrichment to the system. I might try gapping the spark plugs a little bit more closely. Exhaust system. Let's check out my full exhaust system. So, it's only 2.5. There's the end. So that little glass pack, that's a 12-inch. It's the only... I was just, you know, in a hurry, so I picked up the only one they had at AutoZone, and that's the only one they had in 2.5. It's 12-inch, so it's quieter than no glass pack, but not much. Yeah, you can just see where everything's been tapped in. Make some noise. Kind of wants to overrun there a little when I rev it. It seems to be a feature it's had since I've installed the turbo. Might be because of the mass airflow sensors up here too. It sometimes wants to stall on me after I give it a good pull. But so far so good, man. Stock fuel pump. Though it is a replacement fuel pump, and I believe it's the same fuel pump they use in the 350 V8, the bigger trucks. So I've only got 8 injectors off of 350 anyway, so I should be good for now. Yeah, anyway. Who really cares who sees my plate number, but she's rough, but she runs, and it's gonna be fun.